The snow falls like ash tonight, covering everything in white silence. I pull my coat tighter as I walk home from the bookstore, each breath a visible ghost in the February cold. My chest aches, not from the temperature but from the binding I wear underneath. 3 weeks since Lily died, and my body still doesn't understand she's gone. It keeps making milk for a baby who'll never need it again. Dr. Chin says grief has no timeline, that I shouldn't rush myself. But how do you explain to your body what your heart can barely accept? Marcus's last text burns in my pocket, unopened. My ex-alpha, the one who called me defective when our daughter was born sick. The one who said I'd cursed her with my weak Omega blood. I blocked him after the funeral, after he had the audacity to show up and tell me we could try again for a healthy one. I moved 300 miles to escape him. Started over in this gray city where nobody knows my name or what I lost. The alley behind my apartment building is darker than usual. The streetlight's been broken for days and the landlord doesn't care enough to fix it. I'm fumbling for my keys when I hear it. A cry. Tiny. Desperate. My Omega instincts flare before my brain catches up. I drop my bag and follow the sound to a cardboard box tucked behind the dumpster. Inside, wrapped in a thin pink blanket, is a baby. She's maybe 2 months old. Her lips are blue. Her cry is weak, too weak. I scoop her up and she's so cold, so terribly cold, like holding a little ice sculpture that might shatter. No, 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 I whisper, running from my apartment. My hands shake as I unlock the door, nearly dropping my keys twice. Inside, I crank the heat up and strip off my coat, my binding, everything, until I'm bare-chested with this dying baby against my skin. Skin-to-skin contact. That's what the nurses taught me in those 3 precious days I had with Lily. The baby's not crying anymore. That's worse. That's so much worse. My chest throbs with trapped milk. The baby's mouth moves weakly against my skin, seeking. And I don't think, I just act. I guide her to my breast and she latches with the desperate strength of someone drowning who's just found air. The relief is physical, yes. But it's more than that. For the first time since Lily died, the screaming emptiness inside me quiets. Just a little. Just enough to breathe. I call 3 hospitals while she feeds. All of them tell me the same thing. Bring her in the morning, there's a snowstorm warning, emergency rooms are overloaded. Keep her warm. Keep her fed. Morning is only 6 hours away. So I hold her. I feed her. I watch her tiny chest rise and fall with increasing steadiness. Her color improves from blue to pink to a healthy cream. She's beautiful. Dark hair, long lashes. Someone threw her away like garbage. I don't sleep. I can't. What if she stops breathing? By dawn, she's gained enough strength to cry properly, loud, indignant wails that say she's alive and angry about what happened to her. I'm crying too, exhausting tears I don't understand. Relief. Grief. Something else I can't name. I'm trying to decide which hospital to take her to when someone kicks in my door. 3 men in black tactical gear flood my apartment like a SWAT team. I scream, clutching the baby to my chest, scrambling backward until I hit the wall. They're not police. No badges, no identification. Private military, maybe? Or worse. The worst walks in last. He's tall, broad-shouldered, dressed in an expensive black coat dusted with snow. His scent hits me like a physical force. Alpha, powerful, dangerous. Dark hair, darker eyes, a face that could be handsome if it weren't so cold. There's a gun in his hand, pointing at the floor. For now. His eyes lock onto the baby in my arms. His nostrils flare. Then his gaze drops to my bare chest, to where the baby just finished feeding, and something violent crosses his face. Put her down, he says. His voice is quiet. Controlled. Terrifying. I hold her tighter. No. The gun rises, pointing at my head. His hand is shaking. Just slightly. Put her down. She was dying, I say, and I'm shocked by how steady my voice sounds. I found her in a box behind the building. She was freezing. Starving. I couldn't. My voice breaks. If you're going to shoot me, wait until she's warm. Something flickers in his eyes. He notices my wrist, the hospital bracelet I still can't bring myself to cut off. Lily's name printed in fading ink. His gaze sweeps the apartment. The too quiet space, the absence of baby things, the pile of unopened sympathy cards on the counter. Understanding dawns slowly across his face, and somehow that's more frightening than his anger. You just lost a child, he says. Not a question. I can't speak. I just nod. He lowers the gun, runs a hand through his hair. When he looks at me again, there's something raw in his expression, grief recognizing grief. This is my daughter, he says. Elena. She was taken from me 3 days ago. He stops. Swallows hard. You saved her life. I didn't know she belonged to anyone. She needed help. I can see that. He gestures to his men and they lower their weapons. You'll come with us. Until she's stable. She's still weak. He can't say it. Can't admit his daughter needs an Omega's milk. No, I say firmly. I'm not a vending machine. If I come, I stay until she doesn't need me anymore. You don't get to use me and throw me away when it's convenient. His jaw clenches. Fine. Pack a bag. And I want whatever you want. He sounds exhausted. Just please, keep her safe. I look down at Elena. She's sleeping peacefully against my chest, her tiny hand curled into a fist. This is insane. I should refuse. Call real police. Run. But I can't. Because when I hold her, the emptiness hurts less. Okay, I whisper. Okay. I don't know it yet, but I've just agreed to walk into the world of Dante Volkov, Mafia boss, widower, and the most dangerous man I'll ever love. Dante's mansion isn't a home, it's a fortress. Stone walls, security cameras everywhere, men with guns patrolling the grounds. My room is beautiful in a cold, impersonal way. King-sized bed with silk sheets, attached bathroom with marble floors, floor-to-ceiling windows that overlook a frozen garden. The door has a lock on the inside, per my demand, but I still drag a chair under the handle every night. The nursery is next door. Clinical. White walls, expensive furniture, but no warmth. It looks like a display room in a luxury store, not a place where a baby should grow up. Elena sleeps in a bassinet beside my bed instead. I can't stand the thought of her alone in that sterile room. The staff avoids me. The cook leaves meals outside my door like I'm quarantined. The maids clean when I'm not around. Only Dante's second-in-command, Victor, speaks to me directly, and his eyes are always calculating, like he's waiting for me to make a mistake. How long do you think you'll be needed? He asks on my third day here, his tone casual but his sense sharp with suspicion. As long as Elena needs me, I reply, holding her a little tighter. And how long is that, exactly? Weeks? Months? He smiles, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Just wondering what the arrangement is. I don't answer. Because I don't know either. Dante himself is a ghost. He checks on Elena multiple times a day but barely looks at me. When he does speak, it's brief. Does she need anything? Are you comfortable? Tell Victor if you require supplies. Always formal. Always distant. Like if he acknowledges me as a person, something might crack. But I catch him sometimes late at night. Standing in the nursery doorway watching Elena sleep. His face unguarded, filled with such desperate love and terror that I have to look away. He's afraid of her. Not of harming her, afraid of losing her. Afraid he doesn't know how to keep her alive. I understand that fear intimately. Everything changes on day 7. I wake at 2 a.m. to Elena's cries, not hungry cries but pain cries. She's burning up, her little body radiating heat like a coal. Fever. I fever. My hands shake as I strip her down, sponge her with lukewarm water. I've seen this before. With Lily. Right before. No, I can't think about that. I'm so focused on Elena that I don't hear Dante burst in until he's right beside me. What's wrong? His voice is razor sharp with panic. What happened? Fever. Probably just a virus, but we need to bring it down. We need a hospital. Now. He's already reaching for Elena, but his hands are shaking so badly he can't get a proper grip. Dante, wait. She's burning up. What if? He stops, his face going pale. Sophia had a fever. Before the hemorrhaging started. What if Elena? Dante. I grab his wrist. His pulse is racing under my fingers. Look at me. Elena is not Sophia. This is different. Babies get fevers. We can handle this. You don't understand, I can't? His voice cracks. I can't lose her too. And suddenly I see it. This dangerous, powerful alpha is completely helpless. He's fought wars, built an empire, survived assassination attempts. But he doesn't know how to care for a sick baby. The fear is eating him alive. Sit, I tell him. Not asking. Ordering. Surprisingly, he does. I talk him through everything while I work. Explain why we use lukewarm water, not cold. Show him how to check her temperature. Teach him the signs of when a fever is dangerous versus just uncomfortable. He listens with intense focus, like I'm briefing him on military strategy. By 4 a.m. Elena's fever breaks. She nurses sleepily, then falls back into peaceful sleep. Dante slumps in the chair beside my bed, his head in his hands. I don't know what I'm doing, he whispers. Everyone thinks I'm this this powerful man. But I don't know how to be a father. Neither did I admit. When they first handed me Lily, I was terrified. I thought, they're trusting me with this? I'm going to break her. He looks up. Did it get easier? The question hurts. I don't know. I only had 3 days. The silence stretches between us, heavy with shared grief. Sophia wanted a baby so badly, Dante says finally. Our marriage was arranged, Mafia politics, but we fell in love. Real love. She said a baby would make us a real family. His voice goes hollow. I killed her. Got her pregnant and it killed her. That's not. Her family thinks so. The Castellanos. Pure alpha bloodline going back centuries, and Sophia married outside it. When Elena was born Omega instead of Alpha, they saw it as proof I'd corrupted their line. He laughs bitterly. They took her to correct my mistake. To let her die so Sophia's death wouldn't be wasted on a weak child. My blood goes cold. They tried to kill a baby because of her designation? Welcome to my world. He meets my eyes. That's who you're living with, Kai. A man who makes enemies out of families. Who solves problems with violence. Victor's right to watch you. You've seen too much. You know too much. It's a warning and a confession. He's giving me a chance to run. But when I look at Elena, sleeping peacefully between us, I can't imagine leaving. She needs you, I say quietly. You just need to learn how to let yourself need her back. Something shifts in his expression. He reaches out slowly, giving me time to pull away, and brushes his thumb across my cheek. It comes away wet. I didn't realize I was crying. Thank you, he whispers. For saving her. For staying. His scent wraps around me, cedar and smoke and something uniquely him. My Omega instincts purr with contentment, and I hate how good it feels. All right. This is dangerous. He's dangerous. But when he brings me coffee at 3 a.m. the next night, remembering I take it with honey, not sugar, I let myself hope that maybe danger isn't always a bad thing. 2 weeks later, I'm reorganizing the nursery, adding soft blankets, warm colors, a mobile with stars, when Victor finds me. Your ex-alpha came looking for you, he says casually. At the bookstore. My blood freezes. Marcus? He found me? Don't worry. Mr. Volkov handled it. Victor's smile is sharp. Very thoroughly. What does that mean? It means, Victor says slowly, that the boss is getting attached. To both of you. That complicates things. I don't understand. You will. He walks away, leaving me alone with a growing sense of dread. That night, I accidentally take a wrong turn and end up in the basement. The screaming reaches me first. Through a cracked door I see Dante. There's blood on his hands, a man tied to a chair, and Dante's face is completely empty. No anger, no pleasure, just cold efficiency as he works. He looks up. Our eyes meet. I run. I don't sleep that night. Every time I close my eyes I see Dante's face, cold, empty, merciless. The blood on his hands. The way he looked at me, not with shame but with resignation. Like he'd been waiting for me to see the monster. He doesn't come to check on Elena the next morning. Or the morning after that. On the third day I find him in his office. He's standing by the window, drink in hand, staring at nothing. We need to talk, I say. No, we don't. His voice is flat. Yes, we do. What I saw was my world, Kai. He turns and his eyes are glacial. This is what I do. YM. If you can't handle it, there's the door. That man you were hurting was a Castellano spy who tried to poison Elena's formula. Each word is precise, cutting. He would have killed my daughter. So yes, I hurt him. I'll do worse to anyone who threatens her. My throat tightens. I'm not saying he didn't deserve, You just what? Thought I was different? Thought playing house for a few weeks made me safe. He laughs, harsh and bitter. I'm not your redemption project, Omega. I'm exactly what you saw in that basement. The words hit like a slap. I never said you were. Then why are you still here? He moves closer, using his alpha presence to intimidate me. You've seen what I am. You know what happens to people in my world. So either leave or accept it and stop looking at me like I'm going to hurt you. I don't think you'd hurt me, I whisper. Then you're naive. He drains his glass. Victor was right. You're a complication I can't afford. I leave before he can see me cry. Victor finds me in the nursery that afternoon, rocking Elena while tears stream down my face. Trouble in paradise? He asks, leaning against the doorframe. Go away. I'm actually here to help. He pulls out his phone, shows me photos. Recognize this? It's a bank statement. Dante's name at the top. A highlighted line. Payment to Clearwater Medical $50,000. Termination services. My blood goes cold. What is this? The boss is planning something, Victor says quietly. He's been liquidating assets, arranging transportation, meeting with cleaners. I thought you should know. Cleaners? People who make problems disappear. His eyes are sympathetic, but something feels off. Look, I don't know his full plan. But I heard him on the phone yesterday. He said, once the Omega's usefulness is over, we'll handle it quietly. No traces. The room spins. He's going to kill me? I don't know. Maybe just relocate you. But Kai, Victor grips my shoulder. Men like Dante don't leave loose ends. You've seen too much. You know where he lives, his routines, his vulnerabilities. Even if he cares about you, his survival instinct will win. Elena will be weaned soon. She's getting stronger every day. Once she doesn't need you anymore. He doesn't finish. He doesn't have to. I feel sick. Why are you telling me this? Because despite what the boss thinks, I'm not heartless. Victor's voice softens. You seem like a good person. You don't deserve whatever he's planning. If you're smart, you'll leave. Tonight. He walks away, leaving me holding Elena, my mind racing. Did I imagine the connection between Dante and me? The softness in his eyes during those late-night conversations? Was it all manipulation? You're a complication I can't afford. I remember Marcus saying similar things. How he'd be sweet until I became inconvenient. Then the threat started. The control. I can't do this again. I won't. That night I hear it. Dante's in his office. Door slightly open, voice low on the phone. Once the Omega's usefulness is over, we'll handle it quietly. No traces. I want it done clean, he won't see it coming. My heart stops. I don't wait to hear more. I pack a bag with shaking hands, clothes, formula, diapers, the cash I've been hiding. Elena sleeps peacefully as I bundle her in warm blankets. I'm sorry, I whisper, kissing her forehead. But I have to keep us both safe. I leave a note on the pillow, I won't let you hurt her. We're better off gone. The women's shelter is 40 minutes away by bus. I know because I looked it up weeks ago just in case. The Omega who runs it, Sarah, takes one look at my face and ushers us inside without questions. You're safe here, she promises. No one can touch you. I want to believe her. I make it 18 hours before Dante finds me. Sarah comes to my room, face pale. There's someone here, he says. The door opens. Dante fills the doorway and he looks wrecked. Dark circles under his eyes, hair disheveled, still wearing yesterday's clothes. His scent is chaos, distress and fury, and something that smells like grief. You, he breathes. You're here. You're safe. Stay back, I warn, holding Elena close. Kai, I heard you. On the phone. You said you'd handle me once I wasn't useful anymore. His face goes blank with confusion. What are you talking about? Victor showed me the bank statements. The payments to Clearwater Medical. Termination services. My voice breaks. I know what you're planning. Understanding crashes over him like a wave. Then fury, pure, incandescent rage, but not directed at me. Victor, he snarls. That manipulative. He takes a breath, visibly forcing calm. Kai, listen to me very carefully. Clearwater Medical is a private security firm. I hired them to eliminate Marcus. The world tilts. What? Your ex-alpha. He's been sending people to watch my house, trying to find you. The phone call Victor overheard, I was talking about handling Marcus. Making him disappear. I was trying to protect you. But Victor said. Victor has been trying to get rid of you since day one. You're a security risk in his eyes. A weakness. Dante's hands clench into fists. I should have seen it. He played on your fears, twisted my words. How do I know you're telling the truth? Because I'm here. His voice cracks, raw with emotion. I tore this city apart looking for you. Do you know what I thought when I found you gone? I thought the Castellanos had taken you. That they'd hurt you to get to Elena. I thought. He stops, breathing hard. I thought I'd lost you both. Rain hammers against the windows. Thunder rolls. You said I was a complication, I whisper. You are. He moves closer, slowly, like approaching a wounded animal. You complicate everything. My plans, my priorities, my ability to think straight. You make me want things I thought died with Sophia. You make me hope, and hope is dangerous in my world. Dante. I don't just need you for Elena. His voice drops to almost nothing. I need you because when I wake up at 3 a.m. terrified about being a father, you're there. Because you make my house feel like a home. Because for the first time since Sophia died, I'm not just surviving, I'm living. Tears blur my vision. You think I'd hurt her? You think I'd hurt you? No, I sob. I thought you'd hurt me. Everyone I've ever trusted has hurt me. My parents when they kicked me out for being Omega. Marcus when he blamed me for Lily. I thought you'd be the same. I thought. I'm not him. Dante drops to his knees in front of me, eyes level with mine. I'm not Marcus. I'm not your parents. I'm flawed and dangerous and probably terrible for you. But I would never hurt you or Elena. You're... what? I breathe. You're mine to protect. Both of you. The words settle over me like a warm blanket. My Omega instincts sing with recognition, with rightness. Take us home, I whisper. His relief is palpable. He reaches for Elena first, cradling her against his chest with practiced ease now, then offers me his hand. Outside the storm rages. But as we walk to his car, Elena safe between us, I realize the storm inside me has finally quieted. We're not okay yet. Trust takes time to rebuild. But we're together. And somehow that's enough. Victor is gone when we return. His office cleaned out, his men reassigned. Dante doesn't tell me what happened to him and I don't ask. Some questions are better left unanswered. What Dante does tell me over coffee at 3 a.m. while Elena sleeps between us is everything. About Marcus, how he'd been building a case for Omega custody rights, planning to take me back by force. How Dante's people intervened, and Marcus is now in a facility reconsidering his life choices far from here. About the Castellanos, how they're still out there, still hunting but Dante's working on a permanent solution. About Sophia, how he loved her, how he'll always love her, but how that doesn't mean his heart stopped having room for more. I'm not asking you to replace her, he says quietly. I'm asking if you'd consider staying. Not as Elena's nurse. As her parent. As... He stops, struggling with words. As family. He slides papers across the table. Adoption papers for Elena with my name already filled in as co-parent. I can't breathe. You want me to adopt her? With you. Only if you want to. No pressure. No obligations. But Kai, his hand covers mine. You're already her parent in every way that matters. I'm just making it official. I look at Elena sleeping peacefully. This baby I found freezing in an alley. This baby who gave me a reason to keep breathing when I wanted to give up. Yes, I whisper. Yes, I want this. Dante's smile could light up the whole mansion. The next few months are the happiest I've ever known. We fall into a rhythm, the three of us. Dante learns to change diapers without looking terrified. I teach him lullabies in my grandmother's language. Elena grows stronger, rounder, more alive every day. Her first laugh, a bubbling, joyous sound, happens when Dante makes silly faces during feeding time. She likes you, I say, grinning. She tolerates me, Dante corrects, but his eyes are soft with wonder. The mansion transforms. The cold white nursery gets painted a warm yellow. Toys appear in every room. The staff, new people carefully vetted, smile when they see us. Even Dante's business partners remark on the change in him. You seem almost human now, one tells him during a meeting I accidentally overhear. Fatherhood will do that, Dante replies, and there's pride in his voice. Late one night, I find Dante in the nursery doorway again. But this time when I join him he pulls me close. His scent wraps around me, cedar and smoke and home. I need to tell you something, he murmurs against my hair. My heart skips. What? I'm falling in love with you. He says it simply like stating a fact. Maybe I have been since that first night. When you held my daughter and told me to wait if I was going to shoot you. You were so fierce, so protective of someone else's child. I'd never seen anything like it. Dante. You don't have to say it back. I just needed you to know. He pulls away slightly, giving me space. Whatever you're comfortable with, that's what we'll do. I'm not Marcus. I won't push. I kiss him. It's soft, tentative, but it says everything I can't put into words yet. When we break apart, his eyes are wide with surprise. I'm not there yet, I admit. But I'm getting there. You make me feel safe. You make me feel like maybe I deserve good things. You deserve everything, he says fiercely. And I'll spend however long it takes proving that to you. The attack comes on a Tuesday. I'm singing to Elena in the living room when the windows explode inward. Glass rains down. Men in masks pour through, 6, maybe 7, all armed. Castellano family, I realize with horror. They found us. Training kicks in. Dante made me practice this scenario a dozen times. I scoop up Elena and run for the panic room behind the bookshelf. My fingers are shaking so badly I almost can't enter the code. The door slides open. I'm halfway inside when one of them grabs my hair. "Got the Omega and the brat," he shouts. Something primal awakens in me. This isn't fear, it's fury. Pure, protective rage that turns my vision red. I spin, Elena clutched to my chest with one arm, and sink my teeth into his wrist. He screams, drops his weapon. I grab a decorative vase from the hallway table and smash it against his head. He crumples. Another attacker rushes me. I duck, kick his knee with everything I have. He goes down. I'm past thinking, past planning, just instinct. Protect the baby. Protect Elena. Nothing else matters. I make it to the panic room. Slam the reinforced door. Lock it. Elena is screaming now, picking up on my terror. I sink to the floor, holding her close, whispering promises I'm not sure I can keep. "It's okay, baby. Daddy's coming. He'll protect us. We're safe. We're safe." Outside I hear gunfire. Shouting. The sounds of a war zone. Then silence. The silence is worse. Footsteps approach the panic room. Someone enters the code, they know it? Panic floods me until I hear his voice. "Kai, it's me. You can open the door." "Dante." I fumble with the lock. The door opens and he's there, alive, breathing, covered in blood that isn't his. Behind him I see bodies. Castellano men all down. Dante's people securing the area. But I only see Dante. He pulls us both into his arms and he's shaking. "Are you hurt?" "Is Elena?" "We're okay." My adrenaline crashes and I start sobbing. "There was a man and I bit him and I broke a vase and—" "You fought them." His voice is filled with awe. "You protected her." "Of course I did. She's my daughter." Something breaks in his expression. He cups my face in his bloody hands and kisses me, desperate, grateful, claiming. "Marry me," he breathes against my lips. "Bond with me. Let me make you mine forever. Not because you have to, but because I can't imagine my life without you in it." The Castellanos are finished. That was their last play. My people are dismantling what's left of their organization as we speak. His forehead rests against mine. "It's over, Kai. We're safe now. We can actually have a life." Elena chooses that moment to grab both our faces with her chubby hands, babbling happily like she's giving her blessing. I laugh through my tears. Yes, I'll marry you." 6 months later. Elena's first birthday party is chaos in the best way. The garden is filled with balloons, children from the local Omega shelter, and more cake than any 1-year-old needs. Elena sits in her high chair, face covered in frosting, squealing with delight. Dante wraps his arms around me from behind, chin resting on my shoulder. Happy. Deliriously. I lean into him, into the bond mark on my neck that still makes me shiver with contentment. Though I think she's going to be on a sugar high for days. Worth it. He kisses my temple. She deserves to be celebrated. So do you? You've come so far, Dante. Look at you, hosting a children's birthday party without looking terrified. I have an excellent teacher. His hand splays across my stomach, where our second child is just beginning to show. Think you're up for doing this all over again? With you? Always. Elena shrieks with laughter as another child smashes cake in her own face. Around us, the Omega Shelter director Sarah chats with Dante's reformed staff. Former enemies have become family. Former fears have become distant memories. I think about that night in the alley. How I found a dying baby and thought I was saving her. But really we saved each other. All three of us, Dante, Elena, and me, were broken in different ways. Grieving different losses. Hiding from different monsters. Now we're whole. Not because our scars disappeared, but because we learned to carry them together. I love you, I tell Dante, turning in his arms to face him properly. I love you too, he replies. Both of you. All of you. He drops to one knee in front of Elena's high chair. She immediately grabs his hair with frosting-covered hands and he doesn't even flinch. Happy birthday, Principessa, he whispers. Thank you for making me a father. Thank you for bringing us Kai. Thank you for teaching me that love doesn't have to hurt. Elena responds by shoving a handful of cake directly in his face. Everyone laughs. Dante included. And as the sun sets over our garden, over our family, over this life we've built from ashes and second chances, I realize something. This is what healing looks like. Not the absence of pain, but the presence of love strong enough to make the pain bearable. We found each other in the darkness. And together we became each other's light.